Welcome to Boss Up. Get ready to elevate your game with your dynamic hosts. First up, we have the visionary powerhouse, Dan D. Johnson, who's a failure transformation expert and a financial literacy and business coach with a wealth of knowledge to help you scale and grow. And joining him is the inspiring and charismatic Shada Amour, your corporate expert and life coach, ready to share insights on leveling up your life and relationships. Together, they'll guide you on a journey to unleash your potential and boss up. Now, welcome Shada Amour and Dan D. Johnson.
Hello. The music has stopped. Hello. The music has stopped.
I'm sorry. I was getting it in.
The music has stopped. Okay, that's done. Done. Happy New Year.
Merry New Year.
What is up? It is time for us to get our money right this year.
Gotta get the money right. Gotta get the money tight. Gotta get the money right. Gotta get that money tight. Money tight. Money tight. Money tight. What's up, Shada Amour?
What's up? I'm so excited to see you, to hang out, to get our money right.
I'm trying to get my money up with your money.
Stop playing. This is the Dan Johnson.
I'm just trying to, man. I'm just Dan Johnson.
Multiple businesses. We learned a little bit about how you got started the last time when we were together.
Yeah, I got multiple headaches. That's what it is. You know, it comes. You know, with business comes headaches.
Okay.
But it also comes big breaks. Huh? Say that again?
Hopefully some good stuff comes with it.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I get, I'm in entrepreneurship for one word.
Okay.
Freedom.
What is that?
Okay. Freedom. That's why I am in business. I am in business for freedom. I want freedom. I want freedom to live. I want freedom to give. I want freedom to sow. And I want freedom to grow.
Okay.
And I want to do it without limitations. I want to do it without having to go through all of life essential considerations.
What are you on a rhyming thing today? What's up with
No, I really wasn't rhyming. I guess as I was putting the sentences together, it was just hitting on the perfect timing. And
really?
No, I'm just saying. You laughing as if I'm playing. I'm just talking, about, how I love to be walking. And that is walking in freedom. Walking, freedom to live the kind of life I want to live without the consideration of cost. Now that's how you know you're ready to be a boss.
Well, I'm excited tonight to just boss up in our finances, especially as we come into 2025. There is so much I want to do differently about my finances. And there are so many people who I've heard talk about them. And one topic I've heard people talk about is their credit score. Like they have dreams to buy a house and all of that, but something's getting in their way.
Well, ain't no something getting in their way. Bad credit is getting in their way.
Bad credit is getting in their way.
Yeah. But before we go there, you said there were so many things I want to change about my finances. What are those things? Give me 2 things you want to change.
Let's see.
And then I'll give you. No, you give me one. I'll give you one. You give me a one. I'll give you one. You give me one. I'll give you one. So how many ones you gonna give me?
1.
No.
Three.
Can you count? It's 4. You give me one, I give you one. You give me one,
I'm
I give you
sorry.
one. You give me one, I give you one. You give me
You
one, I
tell
give
me
you
the
one.
number. What is wrong with him? Just 4 things. Okay. First thing I want to change, and I would love to hear in the chat too. Put down like, what do you want to change about your finances? For me, I want more of my money to work for me. So I want to purchase at least 3 investment properties.
Okay. So for me, I want to stop Josiah from wanting to eat out every day. That's one of the things I want to change about my money. I want whenever Josiah say, "Dad, can we go eat?" and I go take the card, I only have the card that don't work. That's the one I want. I don't because Josiah likes to eat every day. I mean, every day he will consume a fast food meal if he was allowed. And even
Well,
me,
most kids are the same. I mean, most kids, if they could.
yeah, it's bad though, and me because of my scheduling and all of that kind of stuff, it's extremely bad for me as well. So for me, one of the things I want to stop doing is I want to stop eating my money. I eat my money, and then you know what I do after I eat my money? I crap my money.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm not quite
sure.
We are not
Listen, my money literally, listen to me. My money literally is not only wasted, but it becomes waste.
Okay, thank you for that. What else? Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn.
It's your turn. It's your turn.
Okay, the other thing with my finances is I have an investment club with women, and I want to have an investment club with my family, and then I want one more ladies group. So I want to start.
Why everything got to be ladies? You got one with the women.
What is the other one gonna be? Couples or something?
Why does it have to be couples?
Okay, so a co-ed investment group. Because
why do we have to put a label? Why can't it just be an investment group of individuals that's interested in a specific industry?
Okay.
Or investor.
I see Chris here. I want to hear what her goals, her financial goals. She has her own business. She has an event space, and she was featured in like a magazine this week. She posted. I know she got some goals. So, girl, put your goals in the chat. All right. While Dan tells us this, what's your other one?
I thought you was telling me your other one.
I did. 1, 1, 1, 1. So it's your turn.
All right. So the next thing I want to do with my money is, next thing I want to change with my money in 2024 is I want to diversify. Believe it or not, I want to diversify my portfolio.
Okay.
In a greater sense. Yeah, I want to diversify. It's already diverse, but I want to get involved in more business. I want to open up more.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. And what I want to do is open up something that my princess, I can use that as a platform to train her in entrepreneur development. And to help her become entrepreneur. Something where I could say to Josiah during off seasons, when he get out of school, go to this place and work.
Okay. You're going to create a place for your kids to work.
To create a place for them to work and create a place for them to grow entrepreneurially from a business perspective. That's one of the things I want to do with my money.
Okay. Okay. So her goal, I love this, is to purchase a new home. That is amazing. So
yay.
It's gonna be so good today. Yes. Okay. I love it.
She said, I want to be a full-time entrepreneur.
Yes.
All right. So what Christian is saying is, she's saying, I want to fire my job. I want to go to work Monday morning. No. She already said it. She said it, and she got to learn how to own it. She said it on social media. I saw it. Kristen said, I want to be a full-time entrepreneur. In other words, I'm sick of working for somebody else. I want to boss up, be my boss, fire my job, and work for myself. That's what she said. And Kristen, that's the first step, is not being afraid to tell your job you're fired. But don't tell your job you're fired until your part-time job, until you're making as much money on your part-time job as you are on your part-time fortune as you are on your full-time job. Now, here's another thing that you can do, Kristen. You could cancel out all non-essential expenditures. So that means you can't be balling out, baller's life, right? And you shrink how you live today so that you can be a full-time entrepreneur and live like you want to live tomorrow.
Sure.
That's another thing that you could do. You could shrink how you live today. You can become a minimalist today. That means you're not going to have Louis.
He might also have the problem that you have. Like you talked about Josiah and eating out. She has some boys in that house, baby. They like to eat. I see their videos. Yeah. They be trying everything out. So
but let me tell you this. No, here's what you do. If you're shrinking how you're living, and now you don't have this big paycheck over your head giving you a false sense of security in your life, there's some resources out there that's available to feed them.
It's so crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think what you said about this guy, I mean, I do think our kids, it's like a different generation in a way, because I mean, we liked eating out, but it's almost like an expectation that, you know, they eat out. Like,
yeah, it's like this here. It's like, hey, Dad, how was your day? My day is fine. How was yours? Good. What are we eating? What your mama cook? What you gonna cook? Dad, but I'm hungry right now. That's gonna take time.
Oh my God.
I got my own money. Can we just go here and get this? I'll pay for it. And he never pays.
Okay, she said, what resources? What resources?
Let me tell you.
Crazy.
No, hey, Chris. No, Kristen. I'm not acting crazy. I'm not acting crazy. I'm just saying. They out there. That's what I'm telling you. Talk to me offline. I must give you the scoop.
I like that she said double her revenue from last year. I think that's a great goal.
That is absolutely. Now, are we doubling your revenue that you're making on your job from last year, or are we seeking to double the revenue that you made on your business last year?
Which one is that?
See, that's the difference. And then, so what did she answer? Because I'm not looking at her answer. What did she say?
Well, she hasn't answered yet, so I'll let you know when she answers. I think she's talking about her business, though.
Yeah, and that's going to be essential, because if it's talking about her business, then the next thing we have to consider is, we know the goal, but what's the plan to get there?
All right.
What are we going to do every day to make certain that we're getting to that goal? What is going to be our checkpoints to check in and say, oh, you know what? I'm almost there. How are we going? So we need to break down. That's the thing, Shada. A lot of times we have these goals.
Business revenue. She wants to double her business revenue.
So I want to know what's the plan. I want to know what's the average sale that she gets.
She wants to know what's the plan. She's like,
well, I'm trying to help her right now. This is all for free. Folk pay me for this. I'm trying to help her. I'm trying to help. This is live. And I'm giving some stuff to Kristen that folk pay me for.
All right.
Now I'm just trying to say. Matter of fact, just Just get her on the screen. How do we get Christian on the screen?
It said
Get
earlier
on the
I could
screen.
bring her on. Wait a minute. Let's see if we can bring her here.
Bring her on the screen. We about to do this live. We just shifted. Boss Up just shifted. We about to go live, y'all. I'm going to show you how we do this.
I don't know. Oh, she needs to be more visible. Hey, Audrey. Hey, Audrey.
Hey, Audrey. Okay. No.
I invited you on screen. Let's see if you see it. Because he going to try and help you figure out how to
try. We're not trying. We don't try. We do this. We do this. Kristen, a G. You a G. I'm just here to ask questions.
It's a great business, and she does amazing work. When I tell you amazing, I mean, oh my goodness.
And I'm telling y'all, Shada standards are very, very extremely high. Like she be straight tripping. She take bougie to a whole nother. No, I'm giving you a compliment. It's a compliment. I'm telling you, your standards are high.
No.
So
it's not bringing her on. She must not see the request. I sent her a request to come on screen, but maybe it might be a little delayed. Let's see.
I need to be more visible on social media. That's not. I don't know if that's the case. I just need to know what you're doing out here. I don't know. I need to know what she's doing out here.
Let me tell you a little bit about her business. And then maybe if she doesn't see, I sent a request for her to come on. But, okay. Well, she has an event center. And she has, like, you can have events there. But she'll also go other places and do decor and all of that for people. I mean, she's done weddings, she's done vow renewals, she's done prom, like she has all these things. She also has sometimes like an entrepreneur pop-up and all of that. Oh, she in the bed. She said she can't get on. She in the bed. So we're gonna help you while you in the bed.
Get up. So first of all, first sign of being a full-time entrepreneur is that you seize opportunities when the opportunity is there. So if it was me, I would have took my bonnet off. I would have brushed my teeth. I would have got up. It's only top down. Y'all don't know what I got on down under here. Y'all don't know. You sit down. And
it takes ladies a lot to. If we in the bed, that means our hair is all like, no, it doesn't work that way. I'm so sorry.
You say you got to unravel. You got to get out the bed and unravel.
Okay.
So look, check this out. Let's look at this. Event planning. Yeah. Let's do it. So one of the first things that I would do is I would get an assessment of who her previous clients have been and what does she do the most, she find herself doing the most of. That's number one. And then the other thing that I would do is I would begin to separate what's seasonal and what's all the time. Because a lot you mentioned weddings, you mentioned these things. A lot of these things happen, they could be potentially seasonal. And so we got to find what is going to be that consistency of revenue that's going to come in throughout all of the seasons. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. When we do that, that's called target marketing. So based on what season we're in, based on what's trending is going to determine how we present ourselves.
Okay,
so we don't want to present.
Let's ask her who do you like do most of your business with? Who's your target? So like she says, she's a full service decor and event designer, and then plus they have the event space in Frankfurt. And I think someone is about to start. Like also, she's using her event space. I think for a lady to do like yoga or some type of exercise class. I think I saw that advertisement for that. But who would you say your target? So it feels like it's like two things she can do, which is she has this place that she can rent out. And in that place, she can do event designing as well, but she can also go to people and do event design. So adults are her number one. Like she mostly does adult events.
So what type of adult events? Like, does she do corporate events? So for example, let's say she became the master in hosting corporate events, right? And so yeah. So what she does is she creates something that brings corporate out of their office and create a space for team development. So for team development. And so and to do up boosting of team morale. And as an event coordinator and designer, she designs some of these team dynamics. So when she's marketing herself, she's not marketing herself as an event space. She's not marketing herself as an event designer. She's marketing herself as a team builder to corporate. So that's one presentation.
It's like birthdays, I think, and stuff like that. So what you're saying is expand that into, hey, I'm a corporate designer.
Yeah, I am a corporate event designer designed to help you increase morale, increase team camaraderie, and increase revenue. And she creates these programs using her space. And now she could create events around team building. Create, you see what I'm saying? A safe space for sharing.
A lot about that because she was in education before too. So, I mean, in education, there's a lot of things where you're doing team building and stuff like that. I like the corporate idea because if it's with a corporation, one, they're willing to spend money to do that. And they're always looking for ways to do team builders and like build morale, build their culture and all of that.
Absolutely. And then she could partner with people like you that could come in and do some type of development. She could partner with people like me in Frankfurt and use her venue as that type of space. And now people are starting to come to her for that. So that's just an idea of thinking out the box. But how do we get to doubling the revenue? So the first thing we got to understand. So the first thing we need to look at as we discuss is where's the bulk of her money coming from? What is her average cost per sale? What is her average sale? So if her average sale, let's say her revenue was $50,000 in 2024, and she wants it to be $100,000, and the average invoice that she sends out is, let's say, $2,000, and she wants to do $100,000. So that means she has to send out how many invoices? She got to send out 50 invoices for no less than $2,000. Okay, now that means 50 events or 50 something that took place. Well, you may say, well, Dan, that's a lot for me in 1 year, because 50 divided by 12, that means at least 4 events a month, which is 1 event a week. That's going to get her to that number. So now she knows if I'm not doing 1 event a week, I'm not hitting my goal. Does that make sense? At $2,000. And so maybe we look at it and say, okay, my revenue, I want to do, my average invoice is how much?
Well, she said that she feels like it's hard for her to double it because she's at work every day.
Yeah. So then, no. What you can do is, I don't know what kind of life. I don't know what kind of life she has. I don't know her children's. Oh, well, she got boys and all that stuff. Because here's what you could do. You got to carve out time to work on your business. You have to. So if you continue to say that I can't do this because I have a job, then you will consistently put yourself off, shortchange yourself because you've given 100% of yourself to that job that you want to find.
That was something that Anthony O'Neill said that hit me so hard. He was just talking about how sometimes we give so much to our jobs that we don't have enough to give to our dreams. And it's like you have to fix that mentality to say, hey, like I'm gonna give my job what I'm supposed to give my job. If I'm working there, I'm gonna give them that. But beyond that, I am going to give myself. And so I think she says she can do Fridays and Saturdays. She makes $900 to $1,200 per event.
All right. So if we're making $900 to $1,200 per event, and we could do Fridays and Saturdays, then maybe we set a goal to say I need to do 2 events per weekend. Right? That'll get me my 21. And if I could do that for 52 weeks reasonably, aggressively, then I could hit. And I don't even know if 100,000 is her double goal. That was just something I said. I was just making her making her business 6 figures.
Make 100,000. Mm-hmm.
That's what she said.
No, how much, Chris? How much do you think double your? Like, what would your goal be for this upcoming year? Like, what would you say? This is how much I want to make this year.
She may not want everybody to know her business. That's why I gave an example.
So, okay, so we could figure out the numbers if we know how much you want to make.
Yeah, but how you know she want people to know how much her business did last year?
Okay, we're gonna stick with $100,000.
Let's just get it to 6 figures.
Like 50. Let's get her to 6 figures. Okay.
So if we get into the 6 figures, if we get in, and her average ticket sale is about 11 is about 1050. So essentially she's doing about $1,000. Mm-hmm. Perfect. So essentially she's doing about $1,000 per sale. That means she needs 100 impressions to get to 100,000. That's a lot of work. That's probably not realistic. One of the things people do is and I'm not saying this is Christian, but a lot of times we set these goals in our head and we really don't measure whether or not they're realistic goals and what it will actually take to get to that. So if your average ticket sale or invoice is $1,000 and you want to make $100,000, wow, that's 100 events. So we got to know that.
I think I like the idea of doing something that's a bigger price point. Like, so if you're working with businesses, you're going to make more than $1,000 per event.
Absolutely. That's number one. But number two, here's another way that you could look at this. A lot of times people, they won't come into your store to buy initially the most expensive item in the store. They're going to come in with whatever is accommodating and comfortable to their pocket from what they see. But once they get into the store, they start buying more. So the question becomes, you've gone to the store, you've gone to the grocery store, you've gone to the purse store, you've gone to the shoe store.
Bread and you come out with
yeah.
Yes.
So Christian, the question becomes, what are the other kinds of stuff they could come out with? So if the $1,000 is the base, just to have access, let's say, to the space, then what other add-ons that's going to make it real sexy, real attractive, but cost you a minimum amount of dollars that you can add and upsell that ticket? For example, when I owned a restaurant, each person that worked the register had a different average ticket sale. The people that I was paying, their average ticket sale was about $9, $10. My son, Chris, who's 28 now, he was much younger then. He was a teenager. His average ticket sale was somewhere around $16, $17. Mine was somewhere around 21. And what I would do is the same thing, you guys. If you're standing at the grocery store and you're in the line, or if you're standing at Ross or one of these other stores and they got all of the candy wrapped around in different trinkets, while you sitting in the line, you looking, and all of a sudden you add on to what your purchase was just because you were exposed to it. I would do the sample. I created this broccoli salad. It's fire. And what I would do is have little sample cups. Would you like to try our broccoli salad? Sure. They try the broccoli salad. Oh, this is great. Immediately they want it. And then Oh, well, we got the small container for $1.99 and the big container for $3.99. Which one would you like? That type of deal. So if Christian, if we could look at what your add-on services are and present it in a way.
Then she has like decorate. So like the space is one price. Then if you want like decorations, that's another price. So like,
but then here's a question. But if your average ticket is only $1,000, that's still not a lot. I'll give you an example. I did a baby shower for my son, and the venue was $1,000. The venue was $1,000. The decorations came up to something like $400-$500. Then the food had another price tag to it. And if you're doing this right, you're gaining 20 to 30% on top of all of those ancillary services, if you're doing it right. So that's one thing we got to do. We got to get the invoice ticket up higher so that we could set a realistic goal. And so one of the ways is add-on services. Next thing is creating your own events, such as the corporate events, such as somebody's doing, you said somebody's renting space for yoga. But what, you got Shada that does this. Shada does everything woman. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, she's not married to a whole man. Everything about her is women empowerment.
Because women need stuff.
What?
Yeah, so maybe offering food or maybe even partnering. You know how these places are like, oh, you can only order food from these venues. Here. And I bet you they have partnerships with them that they get part of, like,
you have to
for referring them.
She don't have to cook. Don't cook nothing. All you got to do is find somebody that know how to cook something. And it doesn't have to be an elaborate thing. It could be little hors d'oeuvres. It could be this. It could be that. And you could say, hey, listen, if you want the venue, but you don't want our food, watch this. Here come a markup. There's a 20% markup. And if people really want your venue enough, they're going to pay for that. Right. This is the thing. So number one, markup. Number two, I'm going to give it 3 things. Number 2, create your own events. Connect with, like that event that whatever Shada doing. She always doing a vision board event. I call it the Women Waiting to Excel event. And so
we are not waiting to excel.
She trying to reimagine the Woman Hour Loose Conference. But at any rate, seriously, Kristen, another thing that you could do is partner with, let's say, Shada, and then you help you guys create an experience. It becomes a ticketed type of event where people actually want to come to it. They like, I got to be in the place. And there's a partnership that's developed where with the two of you, and you get a piece of that pie. Create your own corporate events. You're very creative. You can so you have all of those things. Or like, for example, my company. I'm always trying to I get so tired of trying to figure out what to plan and do different things that I wind up not doing anything. Seriously. Yeah. I wind up not doing anything. And you become the concierge of event planning.
For event planning, where you partner with organizations, because most corporations, they don't want to do the planning themselves. So I think advertising yourself as an event planner to businesses, because they have multiple events, even to schools who like, and I know you've done some school things, even churches do things. I
got an idea. It's my idea.
His cup. Thank you.
No, I don't. I love Shada. Shada's my girl. I got an idea, but you cannot use the idea without me. It's my idea, but you and I will partner on it. I will partner with you on this idea. It's going to be a sexy idea. Okay. Here's what it's called.
What is it? Okay.
You ready? TheDoctorsCruise.com. TheLawyersCruise.com. TheLawyersCruise.com.
What's cruise? Like a cruise that you're going on?
LawyersatSea.com. Doctorsatsea.com. Watch this. Let's target whole. Let's talk. I felt like she liked the cruise. Let's target. Watch this. Let's target. I'm saying this publicly. It's my idea. I assume. Not you, Christian. Somebody else listening. Let's target whole industries. We target entire industries and we set up cruises for them.
Let's do that. I love that idea, Chris.
Listen. And then what we do is, if we got a cruise for 100 people to join us, now there's a networking cruise with like-minded individuals. We bring in keynote speakers. They pay 100. It's 100 people. They pay for the cruise, and on top of that, we add $750 per person.
And while they have like event spaces on cruises, so
I know this. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You could do your thizzle. And we add $750 on top of that for administrative purposes for all of the other activities that you're going to create. And you get a discount because of a group. You're going to get a discount, but the discount come to you. It don't necessarily come fully to them. And on top of that, come on, man, this is what we do out here in the street.
Well, here's the thing. Can I just tell you this? Because Rhonda's up here now. So we just talked about creating a Becoming Her experience. I know you don't like all the women thing, but hey, that's just who we are, okay? But we can do that on a cruise, a Becoming Her experience on a cruise. Chris, you do the decorations. Like it's all about bringing it all together and the speakers and all of that. And I guess it could be mixed. I don't know. I just like the Becoming Her because women we need love. We give love all the time to everybody. We need our love too.
That's all. Okay, fine. So you could do Becoming Her experience. You could do Becoming Him experience. You could do all of those type of experiences. The point is, let's be creative. The point is,
Rhonda, let me see if I can bring Rhonda on. Is Rhonda? She might be like, I'm not dressed. I'm not da-da-da. Let's see if she'll come on. She's talking about, I just came on. What did I miss? Okay, we're talking about business. And yeah, it's a woman's world. It is. And producing revenue. That's what we're talking about. We're trying to make more money in 2025. So we are creating a plan
for all of the brothers. I had no idea this was going to become a Wade to Excel show. I had no idea this was going to be all about the women, and I was just going to be this coach, this facilitator. And you know, this is just beyond me. Why can't the world is already divided? That's why they were divided, because it's boys over here. It's a women's thing. It's a women's world.
We love the men, okay? We love the men. We love the men. Okay, but sometimes we need our own time to become her so that we can be good for the men, okay?
Oh, now you're going to try to get, okay, praise the Lord. Well, y'all have y'all Waiting to Excel experience. I actually did an event where it was called Ladies Night. It was a business owner that hosted the event.
Ladies Night.
But it was Ladies Night with Dan Johnson. So she hosted an event, and it had about 75 women in there. And I was there to kind of help facilitate questions and all of this other kind of stuff. It was really weird.
That's a good one.
Not necessarily about how to get a man, but about just life and in relationships and being in relationship from a male's perspective and their views and all of these type of things. It was really fun. It was really sexy.
So Chris, her place holds 60 people. So we can have a ladies' night.
And we could also do, watch this. We could do a speed dating night where we call it 151 questions from my book. I'll turn my book into a board game, and you'll sit at the table and you'll ask these questions, and then you'll keep rotating. God says He gives us wisdom. He gives us wisdom to get wealth. So wisdom it comes from the mind. And so God gives us, he gives us the ability to think. He gives us the ability to innovate. He gives us ability to create. He gives us it's here. What we have to do is be able to step outside of the norm and tap into where he is and bring where he is to where we are. That's all. Christian, here's the question. What makes you better than every other person that's out here gotten events? They come a dime a dozen. What makes you better? What makes you one of a kind? What can you say? I am the only one that targets, that provides a corporate experience, a networking experience for doctors at sea. I am the only one that does this. I'm the only one. Once you find yourself as the only one, then you begin to stick out and stand out, and you separate yourself from everybody else that's doing it. So 3 questions. Number 1, what makes you different than your competitors? Number 2, what makes you better than your competitors? What is your selling proposition that makes you better? When I need to do an event, why should I come to you instead of going to them? And you can't just say because mine is better. That's relative. That's relative. You got to dig deep. What makes you different? So what makes you different? What makes you better? And what makes you one of a kind? What separates you from the pack? And that takes some soul searching. That takes some thinking.
I love that.
And whatever I just said, whatever idea I just gave, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to invest in it too, to make certain I get my piece. You ain't got to pay for it. You're just going to do it.
We're going to do it.
I'm going to invest in it. We're going to get my piece. I want my money. Run me my cheddar.
So, Chris, we got to have a separate call. Rhonda, all of that. We're going to create this events. And at the end of the year, we're going to be talking about all we created in our businesses that is going to make double revenue this year. Okay.
I got a challenge for you. And Shada, here's what I need you to do for me. I need you to take this offline when this show is over. This one we can't do.
What?
No, we can't put it out there.
How are we going to take this offline?
You're going to delete it off your dang on page. It's over.
So I just think if we're going to delete, we just should just wait. What in the world? What?
No. We've already put it out there. I started flowing. And before we know it, somebody else on the line trying to take the, no, stop it. And so I'm just letting y'all know now. We taking this offline.
What are you about to tell us? What are we?
I've already said it. I've already said it.
So the cruise.
So the cruise is multiple pieces, and what we want to do is we're going to set the date. October is the first cruise. No. October is the first date, the first cruise. What we got to do is determine what's the industry. Okay. So which industry we want to target. Even if the thing about it, target marketing works. So you can't just keep saying women, because that's a broad stroke. Women in medicine, women in law, women in, and you can't really say business. That's crowded. Everybody's doing
education. We're educators.
Women in education. Boss up we can say that. That's unique. That's different.
Education.
It's targeted. You see what I'm saying? How to leverage where you are in education to get to where you're going.
We can have that as a cruise, but we would have to do it in it's got to be around kind of, the school calendar. That's the only thing.
Well, in that particular case, because you said women in education.
That is there. Rod is
there. So watch this. We could do it. We could still do it. Here's when we could do it. We could do it Thanksgiving week. A day you could do that day after Thanksgiving. That Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That weekend. You could do it right then.
We're gonna figure this out. We can figure out this cruise. But women, I mean, not women educators, women in education on a cruise. Okay, I love it. All right. Well, we have helped. Hopefully, Chris, you feel like we've helped you think through some different ideas to double your. Was it double her income or double her revenue? Double her revenue this year.
Double her business revenue.
Yeah. So, Chris, we'll talk though, because I want to see what you're gonna do with this. I think there's some good ideas.
Hey, more tell them I don't just be talking.
No, you do. You now when it comes to money, Dan don't just be
not money, business. You don't know. I don't pursue money. Don't make me out like I'm a little whore chasing dollars. I'm not that person. I don't do that. That's not even me.
Okay.
For you, it's about empowering women. For me, it's about empowering people. And it's about empowering people with education, information, revelation, and those things that's neat and wisdom, and how to take their life to the next level, how to take their business to the next level, how to take their organization to the next level. It's just so happened as a result of me pursuing purpose, money comes. So Christian, as you look at firing your job and becoming a full-time entrepreneur, don't do it based on money. Do it based on purpose. What is it that you're bringing to the table in this event space, in this event planning industry? How does it directly align with who you are as a person and who you are as a purpose? And when you tap into that, that's going to produce for you the momentum that's needed, as well as that's needed to build and sustain. I don't do nothing just for money's sake. If that's the case,
that is true.
You can't just come to me with a good time and an ROI. I'm not just going to take it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not sure how to take it. Okay.
What does ROI mean?
Return on investment.
That's all I'm saying. Jeez. I was just simply saying, I don't talk. If we say we're going to get this done and this is what we're doing, then
all right,
for
Chris,
me,
let's get it done. All right, we got to get
I'm already in November. I'm already on the cruise, educating the educators.
Rhonda only doing it, she said, if it's neurosurgeon men coming, but I think we might need to broaden it a little bit.
Hey, Rhonda, we may have some carpenters there.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Chris. This helps other people who are thinking about their business. Yeah, I got some wisdom today. And hey, we planning a cruise. We didn't even know that at the top of the hour. We are planning a cruise, so I can't wait.
Let's get it done and done.
Rhonda said no thanks. Okay.
Oh, she don't want to get it done and done.
She don't want no carpenter. What did you say? No.
Oh, I was thinking, never mind.
Goodbye. All right. Be blessed, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us. Get ready to boss up.
Boss up.
That wraps up another empowering episode of Boss Up. Join Dan D. Johnson and Shana Moore on the next episode of Boss Up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow Dan and Shana on all social media platforms for more insights and inspiration to boss up your life. Until next time, remember to keep shining, keep grinding, and always boss up.